Hi, welcome to Fusion Beads. Today I'm going to show you how to create our Pulling For You necklace and bracelet set. The really cool thing about this set is it uses an adjustable tube slide clasp, and this makes it possible to easily slide the necklace and bracelet on and off, and adjust it as needed. To make the necklace, you're going to need size 6 gunmetal plated seed beads, 2 of the 30mm black embroidery thread tassels with the gold caps, 2 3x3 crimp beads, 2 4mm gold 20 gauge open jump rings, 1 5x7mm gold base metal tube slide clasp, 2 of these gold glue-in chain ends with rings that fit the 1mm beading chain, and then you'll need the 39 inches of gold 1mm beading chain. Then to make the matching bracelet, you're going to need the size 6 gunmetal plated seed beads, a 13mm brass round stamping charm, 2 of the 17mm black embroidery thread tassels with the gold caps, 2 of the 3x3 crimp beads, 2 4mm gold 20 gauge jump rings, 1 6mm 20 gauge jump ring, the 5x7mm gold base metal tube slide clasp, 2 of these gold glue-in chain ends with rings that fit the 1mm beading chain, and then a 10-inch length of your beading chain for the bracelet. You're also going to need chain nose pliers, cutters, mighty crimping pliers, super new glue, and a scrap piece of paper. You can find all of the links for these products and tools in the description below. Okay, let's get started. To make the Pulling For You necklace, you first want to cut a 39-inch length of beading chain. So then after you do that, just take the ends and take your tube slide clasp and string both of those ends through the hole there. Pull it out the other ends, and that's what's going to create the adjustable clasp there. Just slides just like that, but it also stays in place. Okay, so leave about 5 inches there, and we're going to go ahead and string 1 crimp bead and 17 of the seed beads. Okay, let's see. There's 10, so 7 more. Okay, so there should be 17. Let's see, we got 5. Okay, 17 seed beads. And now, here's where you're going to want to add that glue-in end there. So to do that, I take my scrap piece of paper. I'm just going to dab a little bit of my super new glue on there. And then run the end of that chain just right through it. And then take that end. You just want to slide it right in there. Okay. You just set it down and let that dry for a minute. And while that's drying, I'm just going to go ahead and do the same thing I did here with 1 crimp bead and 17 seed beads on this side here. And I'll be right back. Now you can see that I have both sides done. I have the crimp beads here, and then 17 of the seed beads, and then those little glue-in ends on both sides. So now I just want to crimp these crimp beads so these beads stay in place. To do that, I take my mighty crimpers. You place that crimp bead in that first notch. You crimp it. And then you want to turn the bead a quarter turn. Put it in that front notch. And crimp it again. That's just going to fold it over onto itself there. Then you just want to repeat for the other side. So put that crimp bead in that back notch. Crimp. Quarter turn into the front notch. Just going to fold over on itself. And there you now have those guys nice and secure in place. And now you just want to be able to add your tassels here. So to do that, we're going to take the jump rings. Okay, so to open those, you take your chain nose pliers. Okay. Then one's going to be going towards you, the other end is away from you. Place that through that bottom loop, that end there, and then we're just going to add the tassel. So connect that to that top loop of the tassel. Okay, then using chain nose pliers, just close that jump ring. There you have one side done. And we're just going to repeat that for the other side. With chain nose pliers, just one side is going away from you, the other side towards you. Then just attach the tassel to that loop, that end. Chain nose pliers. Just bring it back in place. And there you have your Pulling For You necklace with this adjustable slide clasp, just like that. So you can wear it with a long beading chain, or you can bring it down for just this. Okay, so now we're just going to make that matching bracelet that goes with the necklace. So to start, you want to cut a 10-inch length of your beading chain. And after that, you want to take your stamping charm and you're going to attach a jump ring to that. So with chain nose pliers, so open that jump ring. Place that through there, and then you want to just bring those back together as ends. You can move it back and forth to create a little tension and snap back in place. And set that aside. Okay, so now with your 10-inch length of beading chain, you want to string one of the crimp beads, and then you're going to string 13 seed beads. Okay, that's 5, 10, 3 more. And then after you have 13 seed beads, you want to string that stamping charm. So just string it through that jump ring that we added to it, and then 13 more seed beads. Okay, 3 more. Okay, and then you want to add another crimp bead to the end. And then you want to take your beading chain, bring the ends together, and take that adjustable clasp, and just put both ends, string both ends through that hole there. Just like that. You want to make sure it's the same length here, so those will be together, because you want to crimp this in place. So this is just right here in front. So to do that, I'm just going to hold it dangling down like this, so I know it's in the center. Okay, and then you're going to put the first crimp bead, put it in that first notch, and crimp, and a quarter turn, put it in that front notch there, crimp again to fold it over itself, and you just want to do the same thing to the other side. So in that notch there, crimp, quarter turn, just crimp again, folds on itself like that. Okay, so now that's secure in place. There. So now we just want to add this beading chain ends. So to do that, just dab a little bit of your glue. You just want to bring the end of that beading chain through it. Just put that end on. Let that dry. And just do the same thing for the other end. Okay, and I'm just going to let those dry for a couple minutes, and then I can put those tassels on. Okay, so once your glued in ends are nice and dry, you just want to add your tassels. So to do that, just take your chain nose pliers, that 4mm jump ring, just move one away, one towards you, open it up, then attach the tassel to your jump ring, and then one end, and you just want to close up that jump ring, kind of go back and forth to create some tension, and snap it right back into place. And just do the same thing for the other end. Using the chain nose pliers. This one's going to go towards you, one away from you on those ends. Attach your tassel. And then attach it to the end there. And then again, go back and forth. Snap that jump ring shut. Okay, and there you have it. There is your bracelet, your adjustable bracelet, which you'll be able to slip on and adjust as needed. That matches perfectly with the necklace. Now you have your Pulling For You necklace and bracelet set that you can wear for a day at the office or a night out on the town. You can find all of the tools and materials for this set at fusionbeads.com.